Wolfoose reviews the classic Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Ready for another beer review? Today, we have Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. They describe this as a hard-working beer that made hops famous and brought an industry back from extinction. They promise a heavy cascade hop flavor with intense aromas of pine and citrus. This all sounds great, but will it live up to the description? We'll judge that.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Wolfoose Den for beer review number 8. Today we're doing Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale, a classic American.
As always, we're going to be harsh critics. We're going to look at color, clarity, aroma, and most of all, flavor.
And as always, we don't waste any time, we just jump straight into it. So color-wise, I'm actually getting a little fog on here. It's got a real deep, rich yellow. It's got the yellow in it, it's got the orange in it, but it doesn't have that commercial brewery yellow. It's a very deep yellow.
Clarity-wise, it's actually kind of hazy. If you look straight down, you can see some of the clarity, but when you look through the glass,
You can't see through
I
all the
can't
way.
really see through it very well.
Yeah.
And I'm a little surprised, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very surprised by that. I would have expected this just off the name of it, which is, probably a little. I should go in with a clean slate, but I thought it would be a lot more commercial brewery-esque of looking super filtered.
On the smallest. Right up front, heavy malt. Not much hop. Not much hop at all. Heavy malt is, you get a little honey.
Yeah, for me, it really reminds me of when you open up a tin of oatmeal. It smells very grainy, which, again, to remember, this isn't an IPA, this is a pale ale, so it's usually not as hoppy. However, you're only getting a little bit of hop, and on that hop, it's really piney. Not a whole lot of other tropical fruits.
Very small amount of pine.
A little bit.
Let's taste this.
Skål.
Skål. With the fact is, a lot of our reviews, we've talked about how the smell is not come with the flavor. The flavor is malt here.
Yeah.
I get a heavy malt flavor.
Surprisingly. A lot of malt. You get a little bit of bitterness, and then a little of that pininess. However, for me, when I take a sip, the flavor really hits you, and then it just kind of disappears.
It's one note.
Yeah, it's very one note. There's not a whole lot on the back end. There's really not a whole bunch on the front end. You could drink a lot of them if you want to. If you're trying to get into pale ales, I would call this a very beginner-friendly hoppy beer, which is a pro. But when you've had a lot of different ones, it's really kind of fallen flat for me.
The one note, you get the malt of like an oatmeal, and then you get the pininess, and it's just gone. So how would you rate this?
I'm giving it a 5.3.
Whew, that is real low. I'm gonna go. I still, even though it's one note, I'm gonna go 6.2
For a final score of. And that's a beer review.
Take it or leave it. Cheers.
Cheers.